Shaheem Reed, Rap on Wrestling Podcast. I'm here with my brother E. Will. Big up to Spiff TV. Ari the AriCle will be joining us soon. And of course, Nick 816. E. Will, what's up, bro?
Nothing much, man. It's been a long few days, long time since we all, recorded and everything, and it's been real busy in the wrestling world. It's been real busy.
Let's get right to Raw.
Oh yeah.
Started off. I like what they did. They didn't waste no time. Wasn't no filler. All thriller, no filler. To me, the biggest moment, the highlight of last week's Raw was Oba Femi coming out, beating the hell out of Brock Lesnar. Let me ask you what you thought about that first, E. Will, because I know you're a huge Oba Femi fan. You tell the story.
You see my favorite wrestler.
Yeah, you tell a story of seeing the kids doing the Oba strut in Publix?
Yeah, man. They doing it everywhere. Like and it's funny.
You was talking about this last year.
Yeah, and the amount of little white kids doing the Oba strut is
you saw it on TV. Crazy this week.
Crazy. And what it is I think the people are just, just with anything. Like, for instance, with Jay-Z, Jay-Z is the GOAT, but people just be looking for any reason to just hate on him and stuff like that. It's they tired of Brock. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily tired of Brock. Not tired of Brock, but I do think that, all of this looks great. I do think Oba's going to take the loss, though.
No way.
I know, but something's telling me that
no way, bro.
We're gonna build them strong.
No,
I don't want to. I believe.
First of all, I gotta push back. Ain't nobody hating on the God MC Hove right now, man. The guy got 3 sold-out shows in Yankee Stadium.
Oh yeah.
I know
like up.
I know Roots Picnic. I know a lot of people that was trying to get some tickets. Nah, Jay-Z he's on it. And I want to pose that question. I'm waiting to Ari come on.
Mm-hmm.
But Jay-Z just, after obviously a long hiatus, he announced that he's coming back with these shows. I want to know who in wrestling that hasn't been active for a while that could have that kind of that has that type of star power to move the needle like that, to sell out 2 stadiums. Well, really 1 stadium, but 3 nights now. Extra night was added. We're gonna wait till Ari the AriCle gets on.
Yeah,
To me, it's only 2 names right now that I could think of. I'm talking about that's actually alive. I'm not talking about, we bringing Hulk Hogan back from the dead or Andre the Giant. I'm talking about who's alive. But we'll get that. Keep that on the back of your thinking cap. But now Hove is lit right now. But as far as Oba, I don't think we got a chance to talk because last episode was just me and Nick. Yeah. What did you think when he came out and he manhandled Brock and put the foot on his chest?
Listen, I was jumping for joy. I had to go in the Chat GPT and create a picture dedicated to that moment, man. And what I liked about it is, I think my favorite thing of the whole ordeal is Kofi tweeting, like it's get back time pretty much. I'm paraphrasing, but Kofi, responded to it. I thought it was hilarious.
Avenge us.
Yeah, there we go. But, I give WWE a lot of flack, but I love what they're doing with Oba. I'm glad they didn't fumble the NXT to main roster call up. Like, when you have a giant like that, like, to me, once you get, Brock out of here, I just want to see him and Royce Keys go at it. I want them to have a feud. Like, I just, I love it. Like I'm actually happy with my man Oba and all and everything that's going on with him.
I think this might be the way this has been flawlessly handled. And obviously we've seen some great NXT call ups. There's a lot of people that came from NXT that are definitely going to be Hall of Famers and have had incredible careers. You look at Rhea Ripley, you look at Mercedes Moné, formerly known as Sasha Banks, all of the Four Horsewomen,
Shoot,
um,
Seth,
Seth, Kevin Owens, Sam,
Roman.
but I'm Roman, but I'm talking about like with this type of impact this soon, I think, and I'm trying to think that had this type of impact this soon is only the Shield. That's the one that I could think of. Can you think of somebody that had this type of impact this soon? Because you look at it, Ova is going against, as far as WWE, we're not counting NWA or WCW, or you talking about WWE the past 20 years since Brock Lesnar has been on the roster. This is a Mount Rushmore.
Yeah,
This is a Mount Rushmore since he's been on the roster.
yeah.
I'm not talking about going back to the 80s. I'm just going back these 20, 25 years. These 25 years, Brock
Oh yeah.
Lesnar is a Mount Rushmore, even with him taking a hiatus and coming back. Over is making him look like a jobber right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like literally, and big up to Brock Lesnar too, man. Like, you know, I know sometimes he takes flack, but this guy is doing business right now. This guy is literally setting this young man. Oba is 27 years old. Brock is setting this guy up to be in the stratosphere where there's only a few. Like, he's setting this guy up to be. I'm not comparing him to Goldberg as far as in ring or how he look or nothing, but this guy is gearing up to have the impact of Goldberg. Like,
Let me real quick on Brock, man. Um, with Brock, I'm not his biggest fan. I definitely respect the talent. My favorite thing about Brock is, and just thinking, using my mind, maybe that's the way, it thinks, because he's still an old school guy in today's wrestling. But I think maybe when Stone Cold wouldn't put him over, maybe that stuck with him, because my favorite thing about Brock is the way he does put other people over. And he gets a lot of flack because he wins a lot or because he broke the streak. But I mean, the people that wrestle him have nothing but great things to say about him. And again, from what I'm seeing, the willingness to, he could have like, no, he's not throwing me over the rope. He's not doing none of that. I need to come out on top. And he doesn't do that. He did, he shined with Danny Bryan, uh, just a bunch of other people, Eddie Guerrero, just I just always respected that about him the most.
it really wouldn't surprise me. Like, we don't know the politics backstage, but it wouldn't surprise me if Brock personally handpicked Oba to fight at WrestleMania. I mean, Brock, he has carte blanche, right? Like, he could call a shot. Brock he could have literally said, with WrestleMania coming up, put me back in the title picture. I want my revenge against Cody, or I gotta be in a 3-way with Roman and whoever. Me and Roman one more time. Brock could easily call his shot. He could easily impose his will and make things uncomfortable, seemingly. But man, he's doing business with this young guy, and I feel like Oba is going over. I be saying over Femi, not Oba. Over Femi is happening. It's
like I so want it. I'm so want it. I'm so hoping that and I want it to be a squash. Like I don't need a long match. I don't need back and forth. I don't even want to see overtake a F5. Like
Brock doesn't do long matches. Like it's
yeah.
gonna be 10, 15 minutes at the longest, right? But I do want to see. I don't want to me personally, and I don't mean to cut you off. I don't want to see a squash. I want to see a good match. Like I still think. I mean, when you look at Brock, the dude is almost 50 years old, but he looks literally like he could go another 10 years with no problem. Like the guy,
Yeah.
he's chiseled. He still does these athletic moves that a 50-year-old has no business doing, but he's doing with ease. You can see how light he is on his feet. You know, the way when you get thrown over the top rope, like at a certain point, for some people, it looks really awkward. Brock still looks graceful, even when he's taking these moves, when he's taking these bumps. The guy still looks graceful. Just act of getting thrown over the top rope in the Royal Rumble or even at Monday Night Raw in Boston.
Yeah.
Incredible. But I don't like we gotta of course they have to make Oba look super over and he has to be incredible. He has to be imposing, but I don't want it to be a squash because we've seen some of these matches that have just been squashes, like the Goldberg squash. It's just corny to me after this build up.
Well, that's because that didn't make sense. There's no way over. I don't care how legendary he was that he should have that didn't make any sense. I think for if you talking storyline wise, it would make sense for him to squash him. Uh, I wouldn't even be mad if he squashed him, and then after the match, Brock shook his hand and just walked off.
But see, the only thing is like, and again, I'm advocating for him. I'm advocating for Oba to win the match. I think like let's build up this superstar. I say Brock could go another 10 years. He looks like he could go another 10 years. Who knows if he wants to, right?
Yeah.
Oba Oba's 27. He could definitely go another 10 years easy. He'd do another 20. So let's start building him up and build the legend. But if he realistically thinking, like if he squashes Brock Lesnar, as powerful and incredible as Brock Lesnar is, he would have to squash every other opponent. Like
Yeah.
there's no room for growth. If you squash Brock, CM Punk is gonna give you a 45-minute match. Seth Rollins, Penta, like it's no room. Like the only he would have to the only person who I could see him if he squashes Brock, the only person who's competitive with him would be Roman or Gunther, right? Like I don't see it being competitive. And you got to look at it too. He's a rookie, even though he's been NXT champion. He's a rookie on the main roster. Brock is not just a beast. He's not just probably the most brutal wrestler that we've seen in ring, but he's a ring psychologist. He's a great mat wrestler. Brock has a lot of ways that he could wear Oba down. I think Oba does win the match, but I think it could be a good competitive match. Like because also too, if it's a squash, do we want to see a rematch? Do we, like I think this could be a big money feud. I think this could be something where they
You
have
know what?
a couple
You're
of
right.
matches.
You're right. I'm about to say I don't want to see a squash. I do. I say this. Let's see. Oba wins the Mania. It establishes him. He goes on the street. Brock disappears for a while. Let's say next pay-per-view in June, Oba defeats whoever. Then you hear the Brock's music come on and hit. They do another match. Brock wins that one. And then maybe the finale. at SummerSlam and finish it off like that. And because I've been hearing that Brock wanted, this the last year. You know what I mean? So
I hope,
I don't
man.
know.
I want to see him. I just love the role that Brock has right now. How he just pops up here and there, a few times a year. At a certain point, Undertaker was just popping up WrestleMania season, and that's it. I really
Mhm.
like how Brock just pops up here and there. It's a surprise, and it's like it's go time. Let's go for it. I love it, man. I mean, go ahead.
And I was going, no, go ahead, because I was going to ask you about the reported previous plans were before Over and Brock, because they were saying originally it was supposed to be Rey Mysterio and Brock. And, I've seen several interviews where Brock said that Rey Mysterio is actually his favorite person that he's ever faced. You know what I mean? So I don't know how you think that would have gone, because I feel like it's feeling like this Ray's last full year too. Like he's been injured most of last almost last year, almost a while now. So
Um, I heard it was supposed to be Ray against Gunther. Big up to Ari the AriCle, who's on with a. Let me get that jacket, man.
yeah, man.
Let me get that jacket, man.
I need the ones up when I come in here. You know what I'm saying?
There we go. We're gonna
Get
put
him,
it up.
Joe.
Yo, put it up.
Get him, Joe.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right, we was talking about
Ari.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
To you, brother. Same to you. Same to you.
We was talking about Oba, man. We was talking about like how did you feel about Oba last week coming out, totally dominating Brock, putting the foot on the chest, pointing to the WrestleMania sign. And this week at Raw, they started the program off. Paul Heyman says that was his WrestleMania moment last week. He'll never have another big moment like that against Brock. He comes out, confronts Brock. Brock tries to F5 him. He clotheslined Brock over the top rope. And basically he said that's it for Brock. He said he's the ruler.
I mean, I like it. I'm with all the smoke. I do not like Brock calling him boy. I know he's country.
Bruh, I was thinking the same thing.
know he's country. I know he cut trees down with his hand and he butchered cows, and I get it. But to call a big black man boy, damn. He might have been better off just saying nigga. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Boy, I cringe when he said it because I was like, damn, like, does he call CM Punk boy? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Does he call Sami Zayn boy? No. So to call Oba boy, I mean, Oba probably didn't hear it. We heard it on TV, but you know what I'm saying? I just hope Oba beats the brakes off of him, man. Hope he beats the brakes off of him. So we'll see. A couple of more weeks, few more weeks.
Do you think he wins? Do you think Oba wins at WrestleMania? We was just talking. He will say maybe not. I said Oba has to win.
They gotta let Oba win. Brock, Brock doesn't need the win. So like, if you not saying he's gonna squash Oba, but if he wins, like, what does it do for Brock? You know what I'm saying?
Especially if he
Brock
disappears
took
for a
the
while.
streak. Yeah, Brock took the streak from Undertaker, man. That's what his career, his legacy is gonna circle around. So him being Oba, but Oba beating Brock, you know what I mean? What does that do for him? That's huge, So I hope
Do
they
you
do the
think
right thing, man.
do you think it's a one-off, or like it starts a feud between them two if Oba wins?
I think it's a feud because if I'm Brock, shit, who else am I gonna fight? once y'all put me against Oba, like.
Well, Royce Keys wants to get out of the podcast room.
I gotta see him in a match, man. Do they put him in NXT, or is he jumping up to face Brock? Like,
I mean, didn't they have a face off in the Rumble too?
I tell you what, Brock ain't losing to back black people.
Brothers, yeah.
Yeah, we can cancel Christmas with that. He gonna be like, hold on now. Like,
He already lost to Cody Rhodes, man.
yeah, y'all taking it too far now. Like,
There's only one other person who I'm excited for Brock to fight, and that's Gunther. Like, I'm like, yo, I hope we get it this year. I hope we get it. Maybe that's the match we get.
That should be something.
Minnesota. I would love it. I would love it. I think that would be incredible. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a last match thing. That's just a dream match. I want to see it. That might be the last time we see Brock go face, because I can't see him being a heel going into Minnesota and Gunther being a heel as well. I think he's gonna go face for that.
Yeah.
Speaking of Gunther, what the hell, man? Like, this guy has all this momentum, and we were just talking about it a little bit. You were saying that you heard reports that Brock might have fought Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania, but I've been reading reports that it was supposed to be Rey Mysterio against Gunther, and possibly another career match. Rey Mysterio, according to reports, has 2 broken ribs, so this is probably going to be the second WrestleMania in a row that he's going to miss due to injury. But I'm like, still, man, like, yo, pivot. Like, you cannot leave Gunther with all that momentum off of WrestleMania. I think he's been off of TV like 3 weeks now. It's like, come on, man. Like, don't forget Gunther. Gunther, to me, is the best heel going in WWE. He came off the crazy momentum at Royal Rumble. Like, build on that.
They let it die down, and I don't know why. Man, I would have just had him going around bullying the locker room, just laughing at them, and just destroying them in the ring until you get somebody, not Dragon Lee. Like, that's the. I understand, he wanted to avenge his tag team partner, but I don't know, man. I don't understand. Maybe they're gonna do like some type of multi-man match for the IC belt or something and put him in it.
Nah, he can't. I don't think he can go for Intercontinental. Like, right now, it has to be an icon or the World Championship. I laid it out a few episodes ago, man. I thought it was no brainer. March 16th was in San Antonio, Texas. You have a celebration for Stone Cold. Have him come out and beat the hell out of Stone Cold Steve Austin, or at least confront him on 3/16 day. This sets it up. Even if they don't have a traditional match at WrestleMania, at least they have some type of confrontation, like some type of non-sanctioned street thing. Stone Cold against Gunther. You let
They need
Stone
to go with
Cold
Kevin Owens, right?
I mean, yeah, but running back with Gunther, let him beat the hell out of Gunther with a chair or something like that, man.
And he was in Texas, right?
It was in Texas, so I would say try to do something that I think you had a golden opportunity to do something at WrestleMania with Gunther and Stone Cold, especially when Stone Cold, big up the Busted Open Radio, he was on there having an interview, and Stone Cold said after his knee surgeries last year that he feels better right now than he felt when he was in the ring fighting Kevin Owens 4 years at WrestleMania. So
I got it. They could have done something simple like, have a legend come in the ring. Let's say just call Teddy Long. He in the ring talking, doing his shtick, doing this little dance, and Gunther comes out and berates him. Then boom, here come Royce Keys. Like it's something simple, and then I wouldn't even be mad if you kept Teddy Long and had him managing Royce Keys, like how fired would that be? So I think that's a direction they could have went. You know what I mean? But I don't see nothing for Gunther on the horizon.
All I got to do, let Paul Heyman hire Gunther. You know what I mean? Obviously, we don't want to see Seth freaking Rollins versus Paul Heyman at WrestleMania. So let Paul Heyman hire Gunther, for muscle, and have Gunther actually fight, actually wrestle. That's what we like about Gunther. He actually can wrestle. Walter actually can wrestle. Why not have him face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania and actually have them in a wrestling match? There's nothing wrong with it. I'm tired of seeing Gunther, only wrestle when he retire washed up wrestlers. Like that's weak to me.
Yeah.
Let him wrestle.
I think I think that's definitely a great plan. I think that's fantastic, but no,
That don't even need a belt. That like for that rivalry in NXT was fire. That's probably one of the last ones that I actually really liked.
I mean, that'll be a dope match, but they gotta do the story.
Super side note. I think CM Punk is gonna run the Division. I think CM Punk is gonna turn bad and run the Division. He's gonna be back with Paul Heyman. That's gonna be the master plan. I think the Usos are gonna drop the belts to the Division, and CM Punk retains against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. I think he's gonna be the head of the Division. He gets the last laugh for now against Roman and Seth.
Bro, you just gave me a reason to break up the MFT. Like, yeah, he's gonna approach Solo. You doing the leadership wrong. Come home. Let these brothers go. Do whatever.
I mean, they already teasing that.
Let his sons be a faction.
Yeah, they teasing that already too. They teased that at SmackDown. They told Solo, they like, yo, you turning into Roman, it's feeling like Roman right now.
We missed the AriCle, man.
Yo, see, for CM Punk to get, I don't know where y'all was at with this, but that was one of my favorite moments with Jey just snapping and like, get him, Joe, get him. But
it was funny. I didn't like CM Punk. I didn't like CM Punk's like promo about the old thing. Like you went ham 2 weeks in a row, and then you just mad because he called you old.
He get emotional about weird stuff. You snatched his beads.
He definitely told them Larry is off limits. He definitely said it.
I didn't like that. I'm like, damn, that just kind of, because one, we saw Paul Heyman laughing after Seth Rollins punched him earlier. You saw CM Punk laughing, so maybe that is a connection, Ari. Maybe that is something, but I just thought that it's like, damn, you just took the incredible beat down. Let that beat down live. Like him laughing, kind of, to me, it kind of took away from the beat down. So for the people who didn't see it, they had a confrontation in the ring. Of course, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, they're doing the promos for WrestleMania. The Usos come out to confront CM Punk. Looks like Jey Uso is ready to get it popping, ready to start beating him up. Jimmy is holding him back. Roman comes to the ring. Roman is like, yo, respectfully. He tells Jimmy, respectfully, y'all had y'all tag team match earlier, right? Get your brother and get out the ring. Which to me, right? It didn't make sense because one, just last week, Roman told all of his cousins, he was like, yo, it's basically open season on CM Punk. Like, if y'all want to get him, y'all could get him now. WrestleMania weekend is mine. After WrestleMania, it's open season again. So it's basically you got two windows to get at CM Punk. CM Punk came out there and was bragging. He was like, yo, I heard Roman put the hit out on me, but there hasn't been any Samoans that even looked at me sideways. And he had a weird line too about Roman having all the jizz over him and whatnot.
Yeah, the oil and jizz. And I was like, huh?
With, you know, Punk was veering a little too far left with.
Yeah.
So Roman comes out, and Ari, I was saying that, and you can weigh in on this too. He told the Usos to leave the ring during the confrontation with CM Punk, but it's like, yo, he told everybody it was open season on Punk up to WrestleMania. Then WrestleMania weekend, Punk is his, and then after Mania, it's open season again. What do you think about him telling the Usos to leave?
Think we might have lost Ari.
Little technical difficulties. He'll be
But
back.
yeah.
So they getting into it. They was getting into it. They was getting into a little heated debate. Jay couldn't take it no more. He rushes CM Punk, hits him with the microphone. Jimmy comes in. He gets tangled with CM Punk. Then Roman just hits him with the Superman punch in the back of the head. While CM Punk is down, all the officials, Adam Pearce and all the officials come out. They're breaking it up and like telling Roman, no, don't ruin the WrestleMania fight. The Usos outside the ring. And as Roman is about to leave the ring, Jey Uso hits the Rubik's Cube. He solved the Rubik's Cube. He cracks the code. And he gets Roman back to a very barbaric, very brutal, very heel-ish Roman Reigns. He's Roman is trying to leave, and he's like, yo, don't, you know what you got to do? He starts calling him by his real name. He's like, Joe, smash him. Smash him.
Yeah.
When he tells him to smash him, that's what he does. He gives him the spear. He throws him out. He throws Punk outside. Roman gives Punk the spear. He throws him outside the ring. Hits his head against the ring post. He gives him a big power bomb through the announce table. And watching that is like, yeah, this is what we like to see. We getting back. And a lot of people saying, oh, the bloodline is reforming. Like, these guys are cousins in real life. Like,
I'm about to say, yeah, I don't.
they're actually family. It's like it's like saying me and Ari are reforming. Like, nah, we family. Like, we together, till death do us part. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I got a cousin. I probably won't ever talk to him again, but if he was in trouble, I'd be right there at his back. So I definitely get that. I don't, you know what I don't get? I don't get why did Jay snap? What made Jay snap?
Ari, you want to weigh in on that?
Like, was it LA Knight showing up in the match? I don't know, was the sight of Logan Paul's face like what initially made him like snap? I don't know. I didn't see it coming, but I liked it though. I liked it. I liked it a lot, but just didn't see it coming. I still don't think what Punk said was that bad.
I had it wrong.
Yeah, like you said, I think it was more of a dig at Roman. Like, I'm gonna put you on the ground. You know what I'm saying? He just added a little extra sauce. You know what I'm saying?
Take the family stuff real serious. So what you think? Jay told him he said go smash him, and that's what he did. We saw Roman go crazy. Yeah, he got back in his bag. I thought that was great. He got back in his bag, and this is the level that Roman needs to get into for WrestleMania. It's like, yo, you gotta wild out, bro. you gotta go crazy. Like all of this coolness and playing the mind games and all of that BS. Don't nobody want to see the mind games, man. You need to go crazy, bro. You need to start wilding out. Like you got to beat the hell out of CM Punk, and this is exactly what he's doing. And I'll let you weigh in on this, and I'm gonna give my thoughts on it too. People, I've been seeing all online today that now is Jey Uso the new tribal chief because Roman followed his order. I didn't see it as him following the order. I just saw him putting the extra battery in his back. I just saw like that's your man. Put a little extra battery in his back to get him a little bit more amped up. You just reminding him Roman know who he is. Obviously, Roman Reigns, he's tribal chief, but you letting them know, yo, let's go. It's go time. We've been playing around. As Jay-Z said in his interview today, he was playing defense. Now 2026 is all offense. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I don't. He wasn't telling him what to do. He, like you said, he needed that little extra push. Like it's WrestleMania season. This man insulted your father. Like, put some aggression into it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad he did. You know what I'm saying? I just, like you, man, I didn't really like too much Punk smiling afterwards. I don't know. We'll see where that goes from there.
It's something cooking. It's something cooking, man. For CM Punk to troll, he normally trolls, so that's not unusual. But he's outnumbered, so for him to keep trolling and him keep smacking one of the twins and keep trying to push their buttons is weird if you don't have any backup. You know what I'm saying? But if you got backup,
man, they turning Punk heel. I can see it. Yeah.
It's time.
Right. I think Roman should have bloodied him though. They both had on white. Shed a little blood, baby. It's Monday Night Brawl. Cody Raheem, my man was bleeding on his suit. You know what I'm saying?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah.
You got a
So
little blood.
CM Punk keeps saying like I don't need no help. And Roman is the one that needs help. I don't need any backup. So you're saying, Ari, that when WrestleMania comes, he's in fact gonna be proved to be a liar. That he actually does need help to beat Roman.
Of course. Yes. 1000%. Poker face, baby.
Yeah.
Long as you win, don't nobody care how you won. It's all about getting that W. So I think CM Punk is obsessed with it. He got a taste of the gold. He don't want to give that up. They cooking something. Paul, when have you known Paul Heyman to be okay with getting punched by a wrestler? He's quick to be like, yo, I'm the advocate. Like, don't put your hands on me, none of that. He didn't care. He took that hit, rolled over, and was laughing like the Joker.
Nah, that was wild. That laugh was even more sinister and surprising than Paul. First of all, the fact that Paul Heyman got punched, like this dude very rarely, like the Solo Sokoa thing a couple of years ago, Seth Rollins,
He's been at 5, right? Did Black at 5?
Yeah, I think I'll probably count on my hand, 5 fingers. Paul taking bumps, man. But the only
Paul Heyman said, "I'm gonna be your daughter's stepdad." I said,
"Bro, that right there, like the thought of an old creepy man. Oh man, bruh. I thought that was great.
And you threw a Becky jab in there, right? You just threw that in there as a bonus. And then who is Becky facing?
AJ Lee.
AJ Lee. So I think they playing chess. you know, the Usos and Roman, they gonna get too emotional, take their eyes off the prize, and Paul Heyman and CM Punk over here playing chess. They playing chess. But we gonna see, man. Let's face it, Austin Theory and Logan Paul, that ain't enough. That ain't cut. I don't want to say mid tier, but that ain't cutting it. You know what I'm saying? So they need a little help. I don't know what's the status with the Bronze, but
See, I think Brian Breaker's coming back, man. That's the only thing about seeing Punk being a part of the division. I think Brian Breaker is gonna come back, and I think Brian is such a
when
I think he's gonna be back, bro. I think he's gonna be back in Mania. I think the match is gonna be Brian Breaker against Seth Rollins, and we'll probably see him come back at Madison Square Garden. That's just my thinking. Like this guy's a freak of nature. They
it
said
means he comes back and costs the Usos the belt because it's a street fight.
okay.
I can see that.
You know, I don't know how injured he is, so I don't know. I can't call that. You know what I'm saying? I think that obviously was the original plan, him versus Seth, but got pivot.
Mhm.
Injuries pop up.
And if there's one person, like if you're injured and not maybe with Brian Breaker, his 65 or 70% is better than a lot of people at 100 or 110%. But if I will say, if there's one opponent from Braun Breaker not at 100% to fight at WrestleMania, the ideal person would be Seth Rollins, because Seth is such an incredible worker. Seth can sell. Seth could
Yeah.
he could take a majority of the bumps for that match and still make it a classic or damn near a classic matchup with Braun being more dominant on the offensive side. So
Nah, I'm good with getting in the ring versus Seth while I'm injured. I'm good. I'm good on that. Yes.
staying in order and
Yeah,
taking the
I'm good on that. Nah. No. No
I
crooks
mean,
over here. Nah, brother.
I don't know.
It's hard.
So,
It would be hard to protect, during that match because if they were to face each other, that's like a damn near no hold barred type of match,
and I don't want to see it half speed
Yeah.
because it's going to be a blemish on Mania. If you're going to do a half speed, maybe a Backlash or like one of the side pay-per-view PLEs, but not at Mania.
Mania has got some matches, man, and it's funny because it's rare that we see all the matches like they all have like real beef. All of them could be street fights, damn near. Like you see people coming out getting jumped and they jumping people left and right. So all of these joints could be street fights, really. You know what I'm saying? All the matches so far,
Mhm.
which is crazy.
it's real animosity, like over and Brock Lesnar. Like now there's real, you didn't embarrass Brock 2 weeks in a row. That's real animosity. CM Punk, of course, we know. Jade Cargill, what you think about? She got some baddies now. We've been saying like, yo, she need to have some baddies like in AEW. She got beef at him, me chin.
It's funny because like I wasn't excited for this match at all until she added, Me Chin and B Fab. I'm just happy that I get to see more of them on screen. I like B Fab and I like Me Chin. Um, and again, to me, Jay isn't the strongest with the promo, so I think having a faction or just a crew, I think that'll help her a lot and get the fans off her back a little bit. So, because it's going to be a great match.
Definitely helps B Fab and Me Chin. I think that they got to go through some makeovers. Like they got to, Jade is a lot of times you see her not on television, but even on the gram, like she's very very high fashion, and they got to match up fly. Me Chin And she used to do it back in the days where she used to have the dresses on and stuff when she was with Swerve and Prince Nana and all of them back in the day. She gotta get out the jeans and the cargo pants and the shot fire stuff.
I bet she should lean more into it. Get that Aaliyah look. Like, you know, it's different kinds of baddies. You know what I mean?
She gotta get fly. She gotta dress up.
Be Fab got that poetic justice. You know what I mean? Fly. You know, they all. I think
They gotta get fly. When Jade had the baddies in AEW, they was all dressing fly. You know what I'm saying? They was dressing like
B-Fab need a weapon. That's what B-Fab needs. She need a weapon. Like Mi-Chang got the kendo stick, so I don't know if B-Fab need a taser, but she needs something.
some bear mace.
Yeah, she needs something because Rhea come out with that mask, that terrifying mask on for WrestleMania. Like, I don't think those baddies are enough. You know what I'm saying? So
this match is a sleeper for me, man. I keep telling people, like, I think this is honestly Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley is gonna be one of the best matches at WrestleMania. I think all they gotta do is just go out there and try to beat the hell out of each other, let it get real physical. Both women can do it. I don't think we need to see no arm bars or nothing. Like, they damn near, like Ari was saying, street fight. It don't have to be a street fight, but they got to be real physical. Just do these moves, and this is a real prime opportunity for Jade to break out against Rhea. And I think Jade is going to retain. Like, up until last week, I was saying Rhea's going to win the belt. They want to get the belt off Jade, but again, I think this is a chance for Jade to have a WrestleMania moment and kind of break out and get up to the star status that we need her to be at.
Yeah. If it's a street fight, I ain't gonna lie. Like,
It's gonna be a regular match. It ain't gonna be a street fight. It's gonna be
okay. I'm about to say I don't want. I got this thing where I don't like to see street fights and they be in their wrestling gear. Like, I'm gonna see you in boots, jeans. You know what I mean? What you will wear if you're in a street fight, not your wrestling.
might get that with Drew and Jacob.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They can do that. They didn't crash cars into each other, throwing each other off platforms. Like,
My only beef with that car thing is y'all do that after Darby, the week after Darby crashes a car.
ain't nobody watching AEW on that side. You gotta stop.
Dude, listen, man.
Ain't watching no damn Darby.
So you ain't see the reports that they got a set of employees that just watch AEW programming?
I did not see that.
Okay. I mean, it's been out.
I mean, but I believe that. I believe talent watches AEW and vice versa.
I think they watching it. They watch each other, but ain't nobody.
It's been a few instances where that's
stopping Darby Allin. Ain't nobody.
But no. Well, what I'm saying is, it's been a few instances where that has happened, like where you seen it on one week and then something else happens like that, similar. You know, and I'm not mad at it, but it's like like, you know how back in the Attitude Era we saw McMahon's, we saw the limo blow up, we saw this and that. We just saw a busted window with Jacob hanging out the window. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little lackluster.
I mean, you can't blow up the car on the road to WrestleMania. You got to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, no, I mean, he was Stone Cold. They've crashed cars. They destroyed cars. They had matches when they destroyed cars. My thing is, they just pencil and he's just sticking out the window. And you got to see that following Darby actually driving the car and flipping it over.
This ain't that. This ain't that.
Yeah.
Not any this.
You know, Darby do a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I respect Darby, but I'm gonna be real. Darby do a lot of Looney Tunes shit, bro. Like, a lot of that should be some old Looney Tunes.
My thing, my only point is,
they're the top. Like,
if you go to do something similar, at least try to top it, or like
you can't top AEW on being extreme. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Like
I
that's
wouldn't
like
even
ECW couldn't top ECW if it was
Well, no.
popping. You know what I'm
I
saying?
would have just had them fighting and then eventually put them through the window. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it looked like they said action and then he was just laying, like, it was weird, man. It was weird.
It's Disney, man. It's Disney.
Yeah.
Man.
I forgot it's more like a sitcom. It's a TV story about spirits.
I think it served its point, man. It was dope to see them fight.
It definitely served its point, though.
Show.
Yeah.
And we right back, you know, there's a lot of fans that was upset that Drew McIntyre lost the belt and he's not going to defend it at WrestleMania, but I think he's right back at a prime position. I think that's another match that is right in prime position to be a show stealer. Like you go back with what was it, the Sin City Street fight, Drew McIntyre against Damian Priest. People were sleeping on that until about 2 weeks before WrestleMania. Then they start heating up, and this is it. Like this is a perfect feud. This is a blood feud to me. So
I think we
excited about that.
I think we getting Jacob Fatu versus Drew Galloway. The Drew we saw on the Indies when he got first released before he came back and he was fighting everybody. I think we're gonna get that vicious version because when he went heel when he was on the Indies, he was nasty. So I do think we're gonna get that, but I think the only thing with this is, and I'm happy about it, is I don't know who's gonna win. I can't call it. So it's a coin flip for me. You know what I mean?
But one thing for sure.
Jacob really don't lose matches. You know what I'm saying? Especially straight up. He really don't lose matches. So it's tough. It's gonna be tough. Just
Jacob back doing the shakes again. He back doing the shakes.
It's
You know,
tough it's tough, man.
He gonna come out with that wolf mask.
I mean, this is I don't see it happening, but I've said this before. I would love to see the MFTs kick Solo out and anoint Jacob as the new leader. Jacob, he's such a lovable guy that I can see why, obviously, why they had to turn face, people cheering for him and all of that. But to me, the best version, and he's incredible, but the best version that we had of Jacob so far was right when Solo left, and then Jacob started taking the mic and started talking, him and Tama Tonga together, and I would like to see it. I think he's a scary leader for the MFTs, and I think they could really turn into an incredible faction with Jacob as the mouthpiece and the head of the faction. I don't know what I don't think we'll see it, but that would be great. I would love to see that. Randy, oh, go ahead.
No, I'm about to say I think Jacob is gonna somehow get it involved with the Usos and Roman and against it. That's if CM Punk becomes the new head of the division. Because the division in total, is Logan, Barnes, and Theory. So that's 4. You know what I mean? And it's only 3 of them. So they're gonna need one more. It's either gonna be Solo or Jacob, I think.
But even with Breaker, in the Vision group, to me, he never felt like a leader of the group. You know what I'm saying? Like
he's just doing it.
Yeah,
He's still stepping up.
He's still on the chain. Like you got Bronson Reed like having to hold him back. You know what I'm saying? So I never considered him the leader. You know,
and I can see the wise man because again, he's the wise man. Paul Heyman is a slick a slick tongue salesman. He's like, listen, we tried you as the leader. You can learn more up under Punk, blah blah blah. I think he can convince him to stay, so we won't have to break off from the vision. So I think
let's face it. Even when they jump Braun out of the vision, because that will happen at some point. Him versus CM Punk, that's a great match.
Yeah.
So
that's it. But hey, guess what? This is the other thing too. Braun is super popular. So he could easily be a face to add on what you're saying. Like they do the dog barks, every time he comes out.
That's what's gonna happen.
He's
Like
super popular.
that's why I think, let's say, Punk does become the leader of Vision. Braun is gonna outshine him. They're gonna bark all the time, all that stuff. And I think it's gonna create a jealousy thing between the two of them where Braun gets kicked out and becomes a massive baby face.
We already know CM Punk's trigger word. All Braun got to do is cut a promo and be like, he's old.
Yeah.
That's the trigger word. CM Punk is gonna be like, all right, we gotta get him up out of here.
I think the cool thing right now too is that there's so many people the fans is just going for whatever right now, because as much as they was cheering CM Punk when he came out and singing Cult of Personality and love it, when Roman was beating him down, they was chanting what? They was chanting one more time, one more time, one more time. Like they really wanted Roman to kill that dude, man. Not literally, of course, but they wanted to invoke some more punishment. Even with Randy Orton, I wanted to get to this. Yeah, I see the beatdown that Randy gave Cody a couple of weeks ago. He came out on Friday and said that, being cheered by the fans and taking picture with the fans left him with a sense of emptiness, how he just focused on 15. And they cheering him. When he beat down Matt Cardona, they was cheering that he beat him down. Is Randy so popular right now that it's impossible for him to be a heel?
Nah. Because people like the heel rant. Like they just really like the heel rant.
Well, I mean, when I say it's impossible for him to be a heel, like he's gonna do heel things, but is he gonna get booed? I don't know if they're gonna boo him.
You gotta be, just because Cody shed a little blood, you know what I'm saying? Randy has to be a complete heel. And how do you be a complete heel? You can't be compelling to the crowd when they cheering you. That's an easy fix. Tell the crowd F you and F the city, whatever city they in, that's an easy fix if they want it to be that way. You understand? But
That's why I wanted him to
work with it.
I wanted him to do something really dastardly. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, RKO Brandy. Like something like that, because I do think the fans, they want to see Randy win. They kind of, Cody's been kind of doing heel things every now and then. I think the fans they're gonna cheer Randy no matter what. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Are we going down the same path?
But I wouldn't be surprised if they start booing Cody during the match. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's Randy. It's just about to be history.
I can see it because it's like, are we going down the same path, sort of like it was with Cena, where it's like Cena was the heel, but he was dissing the fans. He was telling them why he turned heel, and he was basically saying that he hated the fans and they had a toxic relationship. And you had thousands of people saying, "We are sorry. We are." They like kind of refused it.
That's different because it's his Kobe farewell tour. You know what I'm saying? So those fans that's cheering, even though he's dogging them, that may be their last time that they see him. You know what I'm saying? So that's a little different. I don't think that's with Cody and Randy, man.
But look, check this out. So Cena was going for his history, number 17. Randy is going for 15. Like, it's not going to be the record, but it's still historic. He's still going to pass Triple H, who he's tied for with 14 championships. Like, I don't know. Like, I just don't see them booing. I just don't see people making a concerted effort to boo Randy as he chases this history to get number 15. I don't see.
He's not doing any, like, him bloody and Cody, like that was a heel move. But then you come out the next week and you don't apologize about it, but you kind of, explain it. You know what I'm saying? That's if you a heel, be a heel. So they flirting with it. He ain't all the way there yet. What can change that? A nice kick to the head. A nice little punt. by the man that hears voices in his head. I think I told you guys on the last pod that I thought Randy was gonna turn heel. You know what I'm saying? Boom, he comes out and he bloodies Cody in his damn suit. You know what I'm saying? So it just makes sense. We all like Randy Orton when he's a heel.
And he explained it to us before he even did it. When they were doing the contract signing, he said it was supposed to be Drew McIntyre. But you decided to step in and win the belt. So you got to get the smoke. And like the way Cody was acting at the contract signing, like he was overconfident that this was just going. You must don't know your friend that well.
Yeah, he was taking a little. It was a little too lighthearted. Cody was like, "Oh,
Cody, everybody."
What did Cody tell John Cena? I want the real John Cena. I want the authentic John Cena. And now Cody is telling Randy the same thing. I want the authentic Randy. Cody is a competitor. End of the day, he's a competitor, man. So he don't want no watered down version. Even if that means he could lose, because Randy is dangerous, off the hinges. But don't get it twisted. If he punts Cody, he's gonna get disqualified. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting the belt, my brother. You know, you'll have Cody on the shelf for a couple of weeks, but you're not gonna win the belt. So you gotta, you gotta calm those voices down in his head, man.
if there was ever a time to do the double switch this WrestleMania, I think the last time we saw it was Bret Hart versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, the iconic image of the bloody Austin passing out in the sharpshooter. If it was ever a time to bring heel Cody and let Randy be face, this is it. This is it for Cody to cheat, to beat Randy and cheat him out of number 15. Man. And it's funny because I was just looking at the video when Cody won the belt and when he beat Roman, and whose shoulders was he hoisted on? He was hoisted on Randy's shoulder and Sami Zayn. Potentially Sami Zayn is going to turn on Cody as well. So it's incredible.
Because I'm tired of I gotta win the championship for my son Sammy. So if they gonna use him, at least do it like that.
Man, let him smack some more water bottles. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I just want Sammy to. I want Sammy to say, "Yo, he's like, yo, I spent 2 years with the tribal chief. I was in the bloodline. I saw the money. I saw the riches. I saw the clout. I saw him calling his shots. Like I want to be that. I want to be the man. I want to be not necessarily the tribal chief, but I want my status to elevate. Like it's time. Like I've been at the mountaintop, but I wasn't the man at the mountaintop. I want it. Like not just because he wants his son to see him do it. Everybody wants to see their kid. Everybody wants their kids to see them win the championship. So
I got a question for y'all. Who is the WrestleMania snub? Because even though it's 2 nights, somebody getting snubbed. And you already know who I'm thinking is going to be the person to get snubbed. It was Bayley last year. Yeah, 1000% Shaheen's favorite wrestler, LA Knight. I think he going to get snubbed.
Bro, they got nothing for him.
Nothing. I mean, it's a few people that don't really have anything. We see EO and RAQUEL. I think that's going to, definitely be a match. And that could be a really good match. RAQUEL is one of my favorites, actually. She put on a hell of matches, you know what I'm saying? So, I think Tiffy, what you got, Tiffy and
Julia,
I think that will be it. So
What about
excited
Oscar and Kyrie?
I think you do like a tag team turmoil match for the belts.
Well, no. You
For the
see
Monday?
EO talking to her on Monday about how she being treated by Oscar.
Oh, you talking about Kyrie?
Yeah, Kyrie versus
I don't
Oscar.
trust Kyrie.
I don't think Kyrie. I don't think she turns on a regular Raw. I think it has to be WrestleMania. So maybe it's Io versus Asuka at Mania, and then Kyrie helps her. She helped them. When I say her, I mean Io.
I don't know. Trick doesn't have a match right now.
I ain't hear nothing about Carmelo.
No Carmelo. I mean, Trick
I don't
versus
know.
Carmelo, that would be crazy.
That would be crazy. And I mean, to me, I think if they're gonna do these matches, everything has to happen by this week. Like we gotta.
But they got Trick beefing with Sammy, so that could be a match. You know
I
what
can
I'm
see
saying?
that. I can
He's
see
beefing
that.
with that. So once again, who wrestling your boy?
It's only I don't know. It's only two ways I could see it. Is if LA Knight versus Jey Uso on one night, and then the Usos against the Vision on another night. I could see that happening. Like we said, who the hell does Gunther fight? I don't know why they could put LA Knight versus Gunther. My whole thing is that every single match at WrestleMania doesn't have to have a storyline. Like WrestleMania is the showcase of the Immortals. Sometimes you just make a match just to have a match. I don't think we have to have weeks and months of storylines. We have enough in play. Excuse me. We have enough in play where we're emotionally invested in the back history of this. Liv against Stephanie, they're doing a great job. Rhea and Jay, they got to build up a little bit, but we already know what that is. The two main events, Roman and Punk, Cody and
You got to
and
show the
RKO.
5-minute promo before the match, man. For the whole build up, you played a little music with it. You don't have that with LA Knight with anyone.
I don't think you have to do that with every match.
But do you want to? It is with every match. Every match on the card right now has a build up.
Only way I can see LA Knight is if they do it's like a multi-man match, multi-man ladder match.
I don't want to see no multi-man. I'm tired of that too, man. I just think sometimes like
If you would want to see LA Knight versus Gunther, like you would want to see that on WrestleMania card.
I think, and I don't think it needs to have weeks and weeks of buildup. I think LA Knight versus Trick Williams is the WrestleMania match. I think they both talk crazy on the microphone. They both could diss each other. Like it'll be highly entertaining. 2 weeks prep for that. Like SmackDown versus we're gonna have a SmackDown versus Raw match. Adam Pearce, you pick somebody. I'm gonna pick somebody. And let's do it. You know what I'm saying?
Trick is already in a beef though, and they've been building it up for at least a month. He's already in a beef.
All right.
And that's why I say, like, who do you think is going to get snubbed? You know what I'm saying? Let's face it, it's 2 nights, and you have women and men. Everybody's not going to get a match.
Oh no, it's 3 nights.
It's 2.
Huh?
You got to count SmackDown because they always put the pay-per-view level, the WrestleMania level match on SmackDown. They did that with the Profits, 2 years in a row? Instead of putting them on Mania. And then afterwards, everybody was like, that match should have been on Mania.
See where Trick and Sammy is on SmackDown. Mania, I can see that. I would hope not.
I think you gotta put Trick. That with that Trick. That's such a big entrance. You got to put that in the stadium. They got to light the stadium after that.
Bro. Street Profits was hot as fish grease. You know what I'm saying? And the tag team division was hot, and they snubbed them.
They dropped the ball. Hopefully, they saw the error of their ways with that. They dropped the ball big time on that. I think you absolutely got to have Trick in that stadium doing whoop that Trick. And honestly, I think Trick Williams, and it's the first hour is supposed to be on ESPN. I think Trick has to have the opening match. I think Trick Williams against whoever. That's how you set it off on ESPN with the people going crazy. I think Trick Williams is the opening match on one night, and the Usos got to be the opening match on another night. You go with the two biggest interests. Oba versus Brock. I think you got to save that for the nighttime with the lights, because Oba has those emerald lights. You got to save that for nighttime on either night 1 or night 2. But Trick got to be the opening match, and Usos got to be the opening match on the other night, or vice versa.
So Solo and the MFTs, they might have the main event on SmackDown, because do we really want to see them versus the Wyatts again? Or at WrestleMania, that is?
So how do you feel it? How do you feel it out? Let's real quick. Let's talk about the matches that's there. We got Roman and Punk, Cody and RKO. We got Jade against Rhea Ripley, Stephanie Valkyrie against Liv Morgan. You have Oba against Brock. You have AJ Lee against Becky Lynch. That's 6 matches, which I think that has. I want to see some type of stipulation, and I think it should be some type of stipulation where you can't tap out, like a last woman standing match. I think that would be perfect for that match, because if we see Becky Lynch tap out one more time, I think that's crazy. So I think that has to have some type of stipulation match. So that's 6. I don't think we're going out on a limb by saying Jacob Fatu against Drew McIntyre. That's 7 matches right there. So how would you fill it out? That's 7. Am I missing something else that's already been finalized? But those are 7 right there. How would you finish it out if we're gonna get? I think that's half the card. I think we're gonna get it. So right? I think you're gonna get 7 more matches at least. I think 7 matches a night.
Yeah,
So we got 7 so far.
So Usos is going to get a match.
So Usos
Get a match.
Is it what are the? That's what I'm saying. How do you fill it out? Who is the matches? Is it Usos against Vision again? Because they're fighting at Madison Square Garden. So I'm like, damn, who the hell do the Usos fight?
It depends who comes
If
back.
we're gonna do a rematch,
it depends who comes back. If somebody interferes in that match, because if your boy, as you say, is coming back and he costs them the match, then you could do Usos and your boy LA Knight. Now he gets a match, and you have a 3-way. LA Knight and the Usos versus the Vision.
No, but if Braun comes back, Braun against Seth Rollins, that's the match. If Braun comes back, he gotta fight Seth Rollins.
So you're proving my point that LA Knight is getting snubbed. He doesn't have anything to do but be the goddamn announcer. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was saying.
Great battle royal.
No, the only way I could see it is if he fights Jey in a solo match. So
Fighting Jey for what? What?
I mean, it's been building. There's been tension building between Jey and what if LA Knight cost them the tag team belts? You know what I'm saying? What if LA Knight cost the Usos the tag team belts? So Jey would have to, but Jey.
Now you give LA Knight a match versus Jey, and now you snub Jenny?
That's what I'm saying. It's tough. But I don't want to see Jimmy get snubbed. I want to see Jimmy in a match. I want to see the Usos.
Bro, you're not getting everybody at WrestleMania. We already witnessed this. This is what they did to Bayley last year.
Well, this is what I'm saying. How do you fill it out? How do you fill out the WrestleMania?
Give you 7 goddamn matches? Like, that's what you want me to give you? 7 matches, bro? If I give you 7 matches, LA Knight is not in one of those matches. How about that? You getting snubbed, bro. It's okay though. It's okay.
Like, who's your
get him and do all that? He could have his Miz moment at WrestleMania.
I think Javon has to fight. Let him. Well, I mean, we saw them fight already. Javon and Kofi. Didn't they fight at Raw in Atlanta?
But yeah, that's the feud they got him involved with now. You know what I mean? With Grayson and
I say let Javon fight Penta. Let him get a shot at the end of the Continental Championship. Because Dom Mysterio is going to fight he's gonna fight Finn Bálor. So that's 9 matches right there. If we add Seth against Braun Breaker, Dime against, that's 9 matches right there.
They probably gonna have Trick do like he did when Raw was in Atlanta, and he just came out, get the crowd hype.
Trick got to fight, man. I think Trick against Sami Zayn.
You know, maybe
That ain't
he
bad,
come
though.
out. Maybe he come out to hype the crowd, and you know, the Raw WrestleMania is the new season that'll lead to him starting a feud.
Gunther's
Well,
not getting snubbed.
You said who?
LA Knight is getting snubbed.
Yeah.
Chelsea Green, she probably won't have a match.
I think she's injured still, though.
As I said, she won't have a match, but she'll still do something at WrestleMania. So I won't really say she's gonna be a snub, but
Yeah, I think use her.
Penta is the IC champion, and he don't have anything to do, which is crazy. So if I'm booking it, I'm putting Penta in an IC championship match and make that a ladder match. Maybe have 6 contestants in the match.
Saying that, yep. Because that's the strength. Like if you look at
Javon deserves WrestleMania. He deserves to be on there. So what's that? Penta, Javon, and then that solves your LA Knight problem right there. You can have him say, yeah, you can have him jump on the turnbuckle, trying to jump on the ladder, and he slip, and you know, we solve it right there.
I think it's a damn shame that there's not that many tag teams. Like, why I do the
It's mad tag teams.
Yeah, but
they just don't put the focus on them.
That's what I'm saying. I think the Usos should be in a feud going into WrestleMania with an actual tag team. Like,
why can't just tell you he don't give a damn about the tag team? Like, he don't care about that. He ain't on that. He on Black Mask and Gloves right now. That's what he on. Get him, Joe. That's what he on. He don't care about no. They didn't did that already. You know what I'm saying? They didn't did that. They're arguably the best tag team ever. They're in the conversation at least. They got the hardware. He ain't on that. He don't care about that. So he don't want no tag team match.
That's why I'm saying Jey Uso versus LA Knight. Don't be surprised if that's the match at WrestleMania. Yeet versus Yale.
LA Knight is corny, B. A corny, B. I don't know why we trying to tiptoe around this. I don't know why people are comparing him to one of the greatest with Rock. Why are we trying to compare him to Stone Cold Steve Austin? One of the greatest. He's not even like close to them. Like what? Just because he said
I never compared.
It was Salves, bro. He just beat the you with a greater helper.
I never compared it. I like LA Knight, but I definitely.
What you like about LA Knight? And I'm not even trolling. I'm just asking. What you like about him?
I'm entertained by him. I think he's way better as a heel than he is as a face, but he's entertaining. Like he makes me laugh.
I like a lot of Drake. What a LA Knight.
Damn.
Okay, all right. Wait, we put this question out there before you got back on this week, and you've been reading it in the group text. Everybody's going crazy with these Jay-Z shows in New York. Big up to Hove. To me, that's my GOAT when it comes to rappers.
What?
Yeah, Jay is the GOAT. I just Biggie is my favorite of all time. Like it's a different one too. Biggie is my absolute favorite. I don't think there's nobody when it comes to the microphone that's more talented than Big. Big is my absolute favorite. Life After Death is my favorite hip hop album of all time. But Big's career was short, man. Unfortunately, tragically. So I think that Jay, as an MC, he took it farther than we've seen any other MC ever do it. When you count on not just the amount of classic records and classic songs that he has, but also look at all the people that he's put on, look at all the people that he's helped. Look at what he did for the business. Look at the influence that he had when Jey was at his prime, when he was at his peak, influential. The only MC right now, I know Kanye touched $1 billion before, but as far as like MCs, the only MCs to be a billionaire, I think Jey did it bigger and better than everybody else. And I'm not just talking about artistically, but artistically, incredible. But my question is there a comparison in wrestling? Is there a wrestler right now? Jey just WrestleMania is only 2 nights, but he just 3 nights. Jey announced he coming back, sold out Yankee Stadium, 50,000 plus. Is there a wrestler right now? There's only 2 that I could think of that could say they're coming back for another match and main event 2 nights at a big stadium. 2 nights back to back.
Yeah,
But
he just retired. He just retired, and I would say Cena. I was going to troll and say LA Knight, but that ain't him. You know what I'm saying? But I would say Cena. I would say John.
okay. You there? What's your reference? What you think?
Yeah, I was gonna say Cena. And after that, it gets a little cloudy because, I don't know too many wrestlers who are still in shape to go that if they decided to just jump out of retirement, I mean, for nostalgia purposes, I can see Taker doing that. But he would have to show us that he's like
He could
move
go.
around.
He could go.
Yeah.
Y'all don't think Rock or Austin? Mine would be Rock and Austin. I would say if they was to say they coming back, they could sell out 2 night stadiums. Y'all don't think those 2 could do it?
Oh yeah, they
I mean,
definitely.
these other rappers in the game, so I wouldn't wouldn't have everybody be, Jay-Z of the game, but I think Cena is the best choice. He has the most, the most belts, most title wins, so I would give it to Cena.
Believe it or not,
But I'm not mad at The Rock or Austin as being compared to, Cena, but being compared to Jay, but I would say Cena. Who do you say? Who do you say?
I think it's The Rock. I think if The Rock right now, if he was to say he's coming back, there would be no tickets left for WrestleMania night 1 and night 2. If The Rock says, yo, I'm gonna wrestle both nights of WrestleMania 1 and 2, there would be no tickets. I don't know if he would do it. I don't know if it would sell out as Jay did it in a couple of hours, and it's funny because one of my favorite lines is when he say, "You got to pardon Jay for selling out the Garden in his day. I'm like a young Marvin in his day." The guy sold out Yankee Stadium 2 nights in 1 day. Incredible. But I think The Rock could do it.
I do think he's under contract with AEW, but I think Jericho could do it if he went back.
Jelly Roll is gonna have a match too, by the way.
You were at Mania?
I don't think Jericho could sell out Mania 2 nights. I think, hey, maybe that's where maybe Jericho is the surprise for Gunther. Maybe Jericho
need to be the surprise versus LA Knight.
That would be great too. That would be great too. I just hope we see Jericho, man. Like I don't know what his contract is.
I hope we see KO.
I would love to see KO. That would be crazy.
And as much as I troll LA Knight, like KO versus LA Knight, like LA Knight needs someone to challenge him. You know what I'm saying? Like and bring out the best in him. And man, Kevin Owens, that would be great. That would be great. Like I would like to see that. LA Knight versus Kevin Owens.
I love it. That
would be a good match, yeah. That would definitely be a good one.
I would like to see it, man. But is one thing I will say about this WrestleMania, the matches that have been announced already, I'm in the car for. I'm for it. I'm excited, and the speculation. It's kind of exciting just to speculate. Who is gonna make it, who's not gonna be. Like maybe my frame of thinking was always that WrestleMania is the biggest show of the year. You should have as many people as possible to be on that show. That should be the one show of the year. Because AEW to me, the pay-per-views be too long, man. But that should be the one show of the year that you could do 4 hours or 4.5 hours, like a Super Bowl type situation. But maybe as we seeing that it should be some snubs where that makes the road to WrestleMania the stakes even higher. Like, damn, I gotta do it. You saw Solo on Friday he was saying, yo, we just lost the tag team belts. We don't have a path to WrestleMania right now. So
If somebody was smart, that's the
If I'm
storyline
Penta,
for.
oh, go ahead, E.
I'm like, if they're smart, that's the storyline for somebody. Like, let's say one of these people we expecting to be a Mania, they don't make it. That starts the storyline. The Raw at the Mania or SmackDown at the Mania of them starting a journey to make it to Mania next year. It's like an easy Sammy would be perfect for it. The I gotta do it for my son. I'm the underdog every time. Like, I think that would be a good way to go to get them ready. You got a whole year to build towards Mania and making that their storyline.
yeah, I can hear him, Ari. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but you probably can hear both sides.
I can hear both of y'all. So before we leave out, man, one thing I want to just get your thoughts on the state of the Judgment Day right now. Like, we saw a hell of a confrontation, even though they wasn't out for that long. Stephanie and Liv Morgan, they heating up. I love Liv. She's one of my favorite. Stephanie does her thing. I like the build up, and then of course we saw the return of Finn Balor, beat the hell out of Dom and JD. What do y'all think about how the Judgment Day is building towards WrestleMania? I'll start with you, Ari.
I think it's almost a wrap for the Judgment Day. I think it's almost a wrap, and I'm not mad at it. It's lasted for a long time, longer than I thought it was gonna last for. So, I think it's almost a wrap, and just reason being, Dom is a big star, man, and the longer he's in Judgment Day, is just gonna, kind of dim that light. Liv is obviously a star now. I think Raquel is next up. I think the sky's the limit for JD. I think I would put JD in that ladder match that I was talking about with
That would be dope.
if I'm Penta, I'm saying ain't no way I'm having this ladder match without my brother in the match. So I will put Ray Phoenix in that match. I'll put Javon Evans in that match. I'll put Dragon Lee in that match. So
Hey,
yeah,
don't
I
forget.
like JD, man. I think he's really developed.
Yeah.
And I think once you break the Judgment Day up, maybe you could keep Liv and Dom because that dynamic is, it's
Chime in,
tough,
Eddie.
right? But I think down the line it's gonna be Raquel versus Liv at some point for the belt. So Big Mommy Cool, I think she's definitely gonna win the belt at some point. But you could break them up. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
I think what really would have been a gangster thing is that when they kicked Finn Balor out, I thought the gangster thing would be like, look, you keep the Judgment Day. We gonna start our own thing. Like, I thought it would be dope for them to start a whole brand new faction because technically ain't none of them mofos, they wasn't down for day one with the Judgment Day. You know what I'm saying? It was Edge, Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley, Finn. You know what I'm saying? That's the OG Judgment Day. So I thought it would have been gangster to let Finn just have Judgment Day and try to get new members, maybe even recruit Damian Priest back and let them start a whole new faction with, start from scratch. So I don't know. What's your thoughts on Judgment Day before we wrap up, E?
Yeah, I like the way they going with them. I just can't wait for Finn to go solo. Well, he did go solo, but the one thing that I found funny, um, when Stephanie threw Liv into the screen, half the screen went dead. But when Finn threw JD, it was like nothing. And I was like, damn, it made me more interested in the women's match because like they're really going at it. Like it don't look like that look like they had real smoke like on Monday. When Stephanie came out and jumped her on her way to the ring. So that right there maybe I wasn't looking too forward to the match before then, but that particular moment got me ready for it. And again, JD in the ladder match will be dope. Also, you know, I know this ain't about Judgment Day, but they got to put the biggest face in Mexico in that ladder match as well. Grande Americano. He just won the Ray to Rays tournament out there in AAA, and he's literally the biggest face that they have right now. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I have maybe it's because he got a Mexican girlfriend. I have no clue, but Ludwig is super over, and they got to put him in Mania somewhere. So I would like to see him be a part of that ladder match if they do it.
I think we're gonna see El Grande versus El Grande Original or original.
You know what, Mass versus Mass. But I don't want to see that. Well, yeah, I do want to see that because I do want to see Chad lose and go back to being Chad Gable.
I want to see Chad go back to being Chad Gable, man. Let's do it, man. So, dope week so far. We still got NXT, we got AEW, and Cody Rhodes returns at SmackDown. I think between this Friday SmackDown and Monday night, March 30th at Madison Square Garden, I think that's when we'll see the WrestleMania card kind of shape up because we're getting into April now. We only, after Monday will be like 3 weeks, a little less than 3 weeks. So it's time to get to it. Let these matches build up and let's have a good time, man. For Spiff TV, Nick 816, E Will, Ari the AriCle. This is Shaheem Reed, the Rap on Wrestling Podcast. We appreciate y'all. Keep it locked, like, share, and subscribe. We out here.